Hi, I'm Seamless. Today is Sunday, which means it's time for a track from scratch stream. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be continuing what we did last week, which was the Orchestra track. Cool thing. I want to point out that the Patreon donations have been enough that I reached one of my goals. And one of the goals is double tracking. What this means is that should this maintain like this level of donation by the time it actually gets processed by next month, I'll actually be doing 2 tracks from scratch per week. And so I'll probably be, I'll do the drum and bass track while I do this track as well, which will be good. Also of good news is that I set my buffer. Do I still have it open? I do. I set my buffer to 1024 samples, which incredibly that's 4 times more than the normal buffer, which means that I should not have as many underruns and crazy crap stupids and CPU problems. Although I wouldn't be surprised if I did, because I am using East-West Quantum Leap Symphonic Orchestra with their Play 4 interface, which is known to be not the greatest stability thing in the world. The greatest stability thing. It's the thing that's stable. It's not one of those. So if I have any problems, that's why. Anyway, so let's play through what we got from last week, and then we'll continue doing stuff. Okay, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. So right off the bat, I kind of want to put one of these guys here. So that when it comes in. It's a little better. I'm already kind of hating these drums. Like I remember at the end of last stream, I was like, oh, I forgot to put the drums over here. And like I kind of hate these a lot. I don't know what the hell I want to replace them with just yet, but I'll leave them there. And I noticed that the CPU was starting to peak up a little bit. Like it wasn't destroying itself when I was trying to play it, so that's good, but it will. And I'm going to have to start like rendering some of this stuff out the audio. You might be thinking, oh, why aren't you doing that now? And that's because, well, I kind of don't want to, I already did for some of them, this guy. Is this the flute? Yeah, I don't wanna, cause I'll end up changing stuff, cause like none of this is like set in stone yet, cause I don't want to set. I never set anything in stone ever until like it's out. I keep wanting to change things, and I don't want to have to deal with recording stuff over and over again if I want to change it. So this thing. Kind of remember doing this backwards. Like this what this is, isn't it? Like, what's happening here? Whatever. Maybe well, let's see what it sounds like when it is backwards. I do kind of like it better the other way. right, so some stuff I want to do. In the meantime, which one of you is the trumpet? That will be this one. Did I already make this unique? Yes, I did. Or did I? Let's make sure. Sometimes I do things subconsciously because I know I'm going to, but then if I do it subconsciously, I don't know that I did. Oh, I can't do a freaking third. I don't know if I want to do a third, but I guess we'll find out. 22, so it's this dude. That's the trumpet. Game with a make unique. All right, perhaps not the third. Let's do the fifth. No, let's not do the fifth. Do a lower note. How loud are you guys? You're not very loud. Here, you can be louder. Sure. I don't know about that lower note though. Kind of want to start this one here. Match. And like do a short up. And then like come back down. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to have happen. It's a little weird because like the room sound cuts off, like the roomness of this of the trumpet, which is there's a bit of reverb or whatever, and it kind of just, which sounds a bit odd. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna route this into another channel, and then this channel is gonna go out to the master. There he does. That's good. And this guy's gonna have some verb on it, not Valhalla Shimmer, Valhalla Room. Did I miss? I did miss. What the hell is this? Like, my God, it's the bass. Why did I do that? And like I knew it was 22 because I counted it. My God. Doing the same thing again with the correct thingy. Predicated dark chamber. That's a little better. Not as snappy. I don't really want that to be that kind of snappy anyway. That last second, we can have the strings come in on top of this. So close and yet so far. Here's a question. Can I? No, I guess not. And right here we get the violins. 21. Cool. This isn't actually the end of the section. It's going to continue for one more group of 4. I missed. Let's put that there. Why not? Derp, derp. And because I'm lazy right now, I'm just going to repeat those 2. Not specifically those 2 though. Can repeat that one and this one. Shift click does this. I'm doing that because I want the tail that leads into this one to be the correct one. I kind of have an idea of what I want to go beneath this. It's kind of I want kind of like a build happening right here, and like and that begs the question of what the hell am I doing after this? Just because. I guess I need to do this manually. Did I make this unique? I didn't need to, because I haven't been playing anywhere. Derp, 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 derp. Derps. So by default, this is going to sound painful and bad, but I'm going to mess around with it first. Man, this mixer arrangement just has no logic right now at all. I've done no mixing. Yeah. that was a neat little experiment just then. This will be interesting. I think already interesting. Like I don't, in the sense that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. For a second, I was just afraid that I didn't start recording until just now. No. Turns out that I did. You're not the right one, are you? You are the right one. All right. Actually, I guess this will be the thing I want to use to do the build. So what you're just neat. You don't need to be max. I might know what I'm doing. It's possible. It's a possibility that I have an idea of what I'm doing. It's still possible that I might know what I'm doing. God, those fucking drums. I'm not so much against this, but I am kind of against using it after that. I do have a new plan, though. A new idea. And this actually requires creating a bass, of all things. So let's do that. Let's make a goddamn bass. Let's see what the chat's saying for a second. What's up, chat? Okay, we got a bad computer nerd joke. Aiming for blue when he mixes. Underruns and bass. Okay. Okay. I have kind of an idea what I want. Actually, this is going to be kind of involving the stuff I talked about in today's How to Bass, which is How to Bass 85. Today's bass is How to Bass 85 for those watching in the archive. EQ again? D. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it in my brain. Hear it in my brains. Okay, there's like an extra thing I want to do here. So that's oscillator 1 that's happening. That's creating that sound. I wonder what would happen if also an 8. Oh God, that answers that question. And then if I control the modulation input of this guy, that's interesting. Huh. Interesting. Not quite what I was after, but good to know. With that in mind. Cool. What else can we do? So that's operator 1. That's being controlled with the modulation by that, because it's being operator 1 is just a sine wave that's very high pitch, being modulated by operator 2, a very low pitch, which is all then together modulating operator 3, a very high pitch. And so then changing how much modulation goes into operator 1 changes not only the modulation of operator 1, but also the modulation of operator 3. This is a bit more complicated than I was thinking of doing, but it's interesting nonetheless. Which is really all I'm trying to do, is do something interesting. What if I do, okay, operator, that's gonna be way too high. I can tell right now. What if I, okay, too much. Do 2. That's a bit much. Try and do that over and over again. So let's operate you by 5, or not. There we go. And you can have your own modulation right there. So we're basically doing parallel modulation, where 1 and 3 are kind of their own little universe, and then 4 and 5, and then presumably 6 will be involved doing their own thing. Oh wait, there was something I wanted to try. So this is 5, and then this is 6. Let's make 6 a triangle. All right, now, balls. I don't have any extra operators to try this with. Although, ooh. Okay, all right. I don't want to do that. So you just mod X is fine. And then 4. Oh, that's not gonna work at all. If 4 ring modulated 5 and 6, but with alternate. Yeah, that's okay. I guess I need to make this opposite because of the reverse modulation happening on there. I'm kind of liking the like. I'm hearing this is like the bottom of the modulation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the automation clip, and then I'm gonna reverse them like so. So minimum is the top and maximum is the bottom. So I can still visualize it as being top and bottom modulation. this is just the beginning. Do I want to just go straight for a low pass? I might just want to do that. Actually, I know what I want to do. I want to have a patcher. Patcher. EQ. Low pass. Using the free filter. I feel like you don't feel like using love filter for this. Although I probably could. It would actually be smarter to do that. But I'm using the parametric EQ because I want to make a bandpass, and I'm used to how the bandpass operates by doing it through here because I've used it so much. Parallel bandpass, low pass into. Well, something. I'll figure out what I want it to be into in a second. Type bandpass. Activate. I'm going to link this to. No, this is going to get on animation clip. In fact, these are all going to get thrown on animation clips. Like the low passes are going to be pretty much what's happening here. I thought that was a low pass. I guess that was the that's totally labeled. So that's the bandpass. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen right there. Okay, actually, if I'm gonna do that, then I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna. And low pass can happen here. Now fun things like phase changes. Ooh, it's part of that. Part of that's starting to work. Starting to work. Actually, I wonder. That snappy hugeness happening there is the result of the low pass. This guy here not being smooth. A lot of things in FL automatically smooth, but that's not one of them. So this gets a compressor. This will behave very strangely, so we get to see how that works. You see the humongous. Look at that. Yeah, I kind of want to do something about that. So what I'm going to do is go to the controller linking and turn on smoothing myself. But really small, only on a single pole. So this side is 1 pole, this side is 3 pole. I'm going to do 1 pole at like 6 milliseconds. Alright, so that was not enough. Might also be the band pass doing it. To that end, let's smooth it as well. Nope, still a little past. Okay. Derp, derp, derp. Almost. I was switching over from that side to that side, so if I did that. Yeah. I don't know if I actually. Wow. Kind of sounds dumb. It sounds a little dumb. I think I let that get a little away from me. Get away from me a little. It's a little odd to mess with the. I don't really know why I made the bandpass separate like that. There's not much I can do to this sound to make it better, honestly. Just for shits, let's put a vocoder on it, just by itself. See what happens. Nothing, weirdly. Parts of that are cool. Well, none of that's what I expected to happen. In fact, I still want the bass I was thinking about originally, but this is not even anywhere near what I was doing. So I would have to do that in a second, but this is interesting. Ringy bullshit that's happening is getting on my nerves. leave that alone for a second. Call that bass 1. I'm sure I'll forget it. And by bass 1, I mean bass 2, apparently. Bass 1. For the love of God, I'm going to make the bass I actually wanted to make so I can progress this damn thing, because that's what I wanted to do. But that was weird. That was weird. Just a regular goddamn... I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to do high-pitched. Actually, this gives me a second to try that thing I wanted to try. As I get sidetracked again, but that's okay. That was a little better. If you want to know how this happened here, I wanted the squelchiness to be a bit harder on the higher harmonic, so I just doubled up or tripled up on the extra thing. But then I changed the phase. And here's the thing about changing phase, is that if you have 3 identical waveforms on top of each other and you change the phase at all, it's going to result in less. It's going to result in something being phase canceled eventually. And so doing that really only brought down a little bit. That's why I have 3 of them, because it brought down a little bit from twice or 3 times as hard. So that's stuff with that. But not quite. I want 12. And then... might end up being what I want. love of God. Of course, I'm trying really hard to make the sound that I want to make that I have in my head, and then I'm gonna put it up where I want to put it, and it's not gonna work at all. That's what's gonna happen. I guarantee it. La la la. Well, at least we got some cool bass production, involved. Well, if I'm gonna make this, I think what I want to actually do, which I probably should have done before I made them all, is to. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna. La 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 la. That. Double curve. And now when I do this, they'll all be double curves. Yoink, 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 yoink. That is quite low sounding. I do want some extra additional, but I don't know quite now. That's oh yeah, I guess I want to do this. Actually, that will create additional issues, wouldn't it? But it might be cool ones if I do. Oh yeah, let's make it a little bit stereo. Let's do that a little bit. Let's do 4 voices. And all of this off, except for you and you. This guy. Volume, this is unison index mapping. If you remember that funness. Maybe a notch or something. I'll just match the other automation, but the reason why I'm not just linking it to the other automation is because I'm going to do minimum maximum. Sure. All right, now I have to try this too, because I wasn't thinking about it, but now I am. Blah, 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 blah. Kind of awesome, actually. Why am I playing an automation clip? The vague kind of a tiny little bit of pumping that's happening on the back end of the attack. A little annoying. The rest of that's kind of neat, though. The difference in automation curvature could be neat. That's cool. Let's compress that. I don't want to. I mean, the kind of basically I wanted sounded like what the original unscrewed up sound did, but I didn't want to use just a basic sounding FM patch, you know. I might do some funky things to that later. What the fuck was I thinking when I made that? Good God. Apparently thinking it has no bass. Jeez. It's not a humongous improvement either, honestly. Having a hard time articulating in my brain when I want to put out in the song. Anyway, let's go see if this is ultimately a stupid idea. All right. Really? Now we're doing this? The vocal effects aren't even doing anything. Whatever, I'll just turn off the effects here for a second. I'm gonna have to render them out the audio to use them. I am going to run this out the audio to use it because Jesus. Because Jesus. I'm pretty sure that's the automation I want. We'll find out in a second. Okay, I think this is what I want to have happen. And you get your own channel. You guys get to shut up. Maybe. And I'm not being as bad as I thought. It's still a little weird. Maybe. This is gonna be a nightmare when I actually start to use drums, because I kind of wanted to use Superior Drummer, and I'm not used to having like CPU problems. Just to be clear, I don't when I'm not streaming. This is just too loud, is what this is. You kind of see what I'm trying to do there? Like, it makes... Yeah. Let's see what the chat's saying. What instruments do you play? People talk about instruments. It's cool. Still talking about it. He plays the FL Studio. That's good. Difference automation. Superior. Could you just use Superior Drummer for drummer? Oh, they talk about that. Yeah. My ears. Oh no. My beautiful ears. Are ears really that beautiful? Lag and underruns hurt my soul. Yes, Brian with an E. Hi, Abin. Harmer Hodor. Hodor. I mean, that is one option to just drop it right after here. I do kind of want. I'm not gonna do a full on 16 bar buildup after this, because this is kind of the buildup. But like, I need to do some stuff. Some stuff needs to happen, and I'm probably gonna have to render out a whole butt of this to audio just to use it. What else is even happening here? We have. That guy. Well, I guess I will render that. Let's render this out to audio. Actually, I'm gonna do something clever. I'm recording 2 blocks of it. And the reason why I'm recording 2 blocks of it is because I'm gonna take the second block and then stretch it out all the way over here, because the first block does come in. You can see how like it attacks a little bit and then it carries over. So that's why I did that. What the hell track were you in? 24. The following happens over 24 hours. 24 joke. I can't do voices. I should stop trying to do voices. That's the bass, and there's this thing. What's this thing? That's simple enough. I can write that to audio too. Actually, let's take this time to explain how you're really supposed to do this in FL. So let's say I want to freeze this section of that thing. I'm gonna go over here, go to this recording, right away files. Start. Bam. And there it is. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I do it like that pretty much never. That's also because I pretty much never do this. I almost never freeze stuff, quote unquote. Because, oh, come on. Are you not? No, I guess you're not, because it rendered the tail. Should have told her not to do that, but I didn't. Yeah, anyway, you're not supposed to, I mean, you can freeze whatever you want to freeze, but I haven't had to pretty much since I built this computer. But I mean, I guess I gotta make special consideration for, you know, doing the fact that I'm doing a stream. Because not only am I streaming, I'm also recording. And I'm recording onto the same hard drive that these things are all on. So when I play them, they're coming from that hard drive because Play doesn't load stuff into RAM like Superior Drummer would. It streams it from your hard drive because it's too much to load in a RAM. Like if I want to load in 188 key, well, 100 and something key piano, like from the East West Quantum Leap Pianos library, it would be 33 gigs. It's more than I have RAM, so I can't do that. So I could load some of these in the RAM because they're just small, short ones, but eventually it would add up. So they stream it from the hard drive. And that has its own set of problems, but most of the time it works pretty good. Except that I'm recording onto the hard drive right now with the video and doing this and streaming the internet. So it's a lot of stuff happening at once. I don't hate that bass as much anymore when it's not underrunning from hell and back. So I guess we're doing something right. Let's try and organize this a little bit better. What's that? That's this guy. Yeah. I guess these could be where they are. Actually, let's take these, put this up here. Audio. Boof. See how it works? It is actually designed to let you stack stuff on top of each other. Like if I wanted to have automation clips on top of the patterns. Like, oh, I have automation clips on top of the patterns. Yay, cool. If I want to touch the patterns, then I go over here and say patterns. And now I can touch patterns without touching the automation clips. And then if I want to touch automation clips, I do this. And now I'm touching automation clips without touching the patterns. That's what that's for, but I don't ever do that. So, and this is not to say that you cannot. This is just to say that I do not. I guess all that can just go down. I threw it on the ground. I don't even know what these guys are. They were just the precursors to this dude, I guess. I have to go watch the video to remember what the hell I did. Yeah. All right, we're about done. Anyway, I managed to succeed. I succeeded in doing a thing, so that's good. This is now the correct length, at least. And then I also put in a bass, and I made a fail bass, which I turned the effects off of. Jesus. And we learned how freezing works. Okay, good. Good job. Good job, us. Good job, me. So I guess for right now, I'll just play through what we got, and then we'll continue next week. It does sound very Vocal, actually, doesn't it? There's actually a thing I might be able to do about that. That's that. I'm gonna not that. Time stretch. Let's do one step down. Let's do one step down that's gonna change the length if I do that. And this is trying to. There's options there for that. Anyway, down one step. And then back up one step. Transient. Kind of removed a little bit of the sharpness. The vocodic seat kind of stupid sounding, which might not be better. It'll probably sound better with the filter the way it does, but probably isn't going to be feasible as like a main sound later. Whatever. Let's play the whole thing. It's starting to take shape though. Although I'm listening to some stuff I want to have happen here that wasn't happening a minute ago. If I do this, it's gonna get rid of the other one, isn't it? No, it's not. See, it saves truncated notes now, because before what would have happened is if I had changed the length of the pattern, because the beginning of this long MIDI is at the very beginning, it would say, oh, the beginning is not there anymore, so the note's just gone. You can go back some, but you can't go back. It would go forward. But having done this is just saying the note just doesn't start until now, which is super cool. Because now I essentially just changed the length of it without doing anything. La, 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 la. No. Let's actually put it in the same track so we know everything else. Oh yeah, what else? I'm gonna do that. Something's happening. That's cool. That's what's working out. You notice how like the first half the CPU is like freaking CPU, but then I go over here and it comes down to like 50. It's because I read everything in the audio. God, this is crazy. This is crazy town. And the thing is though, is that there's not even really, I don't even really know what like a proper solution is in terms of like CPU power, because like I don't have like the top of the line. I'm not like overclocking or anything. So like CPU speed wise, I have like almost what you're gonna have, you know. Like I also don't know like if I go and get like a double socket server motherboard and get like 38,000 cores, if that's gonna help. Like it should help, you know, in theory, on paper, but who knows if it will. And like I also have a pretty, like the hard drive thing I was talking about how like I'm streaming and recording and I'm doing all this on the same hard drive. It's actually kind of a miracle that this is all working out that well. The reason why it is because it's two SSDs and RAID 0. So it's unbelievably fast, and it's still doing this. If I was trying to do this on my old computer, I wouldn't be able to, like, at all. So, at least not live. Anyway, we're about done. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. And as usual, have a nice day.